Greetings everyone, this is Matt with Wrench with Matt. In this episode, I'm going to unbox the bed cover for my 2025 Toyota Tacoma and hopefully also install it. To make this a complete video start to finish. I've never actually seen this in person before. It's the flip back rough country solid foldable tonneau cover, which when I saw that I'm like, this is awesome, because I've had a foldable tonneau cover on my old truck for years, but it just folded in thirds. It didn't actually flip up at the very end. So this will flip up and give you use of more than 90%, almost 100% of the bed of your truck. So let's pop this thing open and see what it looks like. I'll start by saying it is definitely packaged very securely. They don't want this getting damaged in shipping, which is great. Ooh. All right, so there are two choices for instructions. There's the instructions if your bed has the factory utility bed rail system, which mine has. And then there's another set of instructions if your bed does not have the factory in bed rail system. They actually include the rails that you would need. So I do not need this set of instructions. So I'll set this one aside. Pay attention to just this one. Alright, this box is the accessories. They've got Allen keys, carriage bolts, wing nuts, rail inserts, washers, screws, all kinds of neat stuff. I'm just trying to take inventory of everything I've got to see what I need to do with it all. Oh, I'm trying to figure out why I'm confused. I'm looking at the Tundra install instructions, not the Tacoma. Let's get to the right instructions. Comes with all the tools you need for assembly, which is also very nice. Just going to take a quick peek at these. This goes here. Seems to thread onto here. Alright, they've got that just barely threaded in there. This is the assembly point for that. I'll repeat that 5 more times. Alright, all 6 of my brackets are configured. Let's find the right instructions. I need to take a closer look at what I've got here. They are labeled left and right. That's very nice. So this portion goes into the track in the bed of the truck. And then this, there's some recesses in the side here. It's like this. This portion goes into one of these little slots here and then slides over, and that's what holds it down. And there's 3 clamps per side. Okay, that's not too difficult to figure out. This is for the front portion of the bed, otherwise known as the bulkhead. The bulkhead on my truck, I believe, sits down a little bit from the sides. So you put this foam strip in place in order to fill that in, and that helps to prevent air and wind and rain and dirt and junk from getting in there. So I'm going to need to move to the truck to film some more of this, and hopefully my neighbor is done with his lawnmower by then. For the bulkhead, this sits a little bit lower than the side rails of the truck. So they provide this really nice foam gasket you can put down. And there's 3M foam material here. And this'll smush right down. So it's only a little tiny bit that I need. There's only a little bit of a difference, but this will smush down to that difference and it won't be a problem. They give me a little more length than I need, but that's fine. I've got a utility knife here to cut off the excess. If I could get this started, that would be great. I'm having flashbacks to installing my dash cam. Of course, this is super squishy, so I'm having a hard time getting a hold of it. I'm gonna try the other end. I'm definitely gonna have to edit this. Okay, little trick. If you squeeze in on the sides, while doing this number, it'll pull it away. Very nice. All right, and actually a pair of scissors might work better for this, but I have the utility knife handy. That takes care of the foam on the bulkhead. Let's move to the clips now. Alright, so this is what an assembled clip looks like. You got two pieces here. This piece actually goes inside the bed rail. And to get them in, this little thing you just push in a little bit, it slides right out the end. I'm going to leave these together. This is what connects onto the rail that they provide. I'll just put this in. I loosened up some more apparently. There we go. Beautiful. 3 go on each side. Just gotta space them out approximately. And don't forget to put the cap back in. And repeat for the other side. And we just pull this out. Loosen these up almost all the way. And this should slide right in. Slide this back in the end. Alright, this is the right rail. So it's right here. One clip's holding it in place. I believe this has to go all the way forward. Yep, it is all the way forward, so let's tighten it down. That one's tight. I want to get a good bite, but I want to be as back as far as possible because this is just kind of hanging out here. All right, that's on there good. Let's do the other side. All right, and that's the left side. Okay, there's one. There's two. Now, one suggestion I have now that I've done the other side is you not only hold it in place, make sure it's all the way forward, but you push against that side rail here, against the side of the bed before you tighten these down. There's two. Last one. Trying to do this left-handed so you can see better. All right, I want that just in front of that slot there. Since the bed rail doesn't go back any further, I can't grab it here. So I want to grab it nice and close to this opening to give the back tail of this rail as much support as possible. Ooh, that is solid. Yeah, see, this has a little wiggle to it. This is nice and solid. And check both sides for tightness. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Looking good. Passenger side was not tight. Okay, next step are the drain hoses. All right, so these drain hoses attach to the rail here. And they drop down. You could drill a hole in the corner right there. I actually want to drill a hole right here. That'll just give me a nice short run from here to there. It'll keep it out of the way. I don't believe there's anything back behind there. I took a look when I was doing the exhaust the other day. So this should be fine. I gotta say though, I feel weird drilling holes in my brand new truck. I really do. confirmed, there is nothing right there. Now, this is a little smaller diameter than the hose, but the hose should still fit through there. So what I'll do is I'll feed some of the hose through, figure out how much length I need, cut it, and then connect it. So I'm just going to curl the hose in on itself so I can get it through the hole. Actually cracked the bed a little bit. That is a bummer. Ah, well, it is what it is. All right, I can cut it right there. Got a pair of tin snips for that. In case you're wondering why I have the cardboard, these ridges are really hard to kneel on. There we go. I will rinse that off a little later to clean up all the dust, but that's nice. Got a nice drain hole drain hose right from the drain right down to this hole that I've drilled here, and I'll do the same on the other side momentarily. All right, I'm going to drill the hole on this side. And the hose that I cut from the other side is actually long enough I can use it on this side as well. Smells like fiberglass. Okay, next step. I'm not sure what the next step is. I got to check the instructions. It's not super heavy, it's just awkward.
Yeah, kind of bulky.
Certainly a whole lot easier and safer to have two of us do it. Something like that. I'll figure it out from here.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Great neighbors.
I wouldn't do much.
Well, while setting up the camera, I noticed this. I don't know what it is. There's a zip tie on it, so I'm gonna pop the zip tie and figure it out. Oh, the hooks. Yes. Okay. I know what those are. I'm good. So the hardest part of this was getting this carriage bolt threaded through. I've got my son on the other side holding this down to compress the foam that's up here. And then this goes right on here. Hopefully. I'm surprised I'm still able to tighten this down. Oh, there it goes. All right, that's tight. And then they give you these little wing nuts to go on the bottom here to lock that in place. Now for the other side. Okay, well, let's see if it just pops right in like it's supposed to. I felt it. There it goes. That was it. Oh, would you shut up? There we go. I think we're home.
Yep.
Beautiful. All right, now the locking nut. Okay, let's see what's next. All right, so the next step is to hook these safety straps into the rail. Really easy. The first picture shows it while the cover is shut. The second picture shows it while it's open. Open the cover first. Very easy to do it with the cover open. Very hard to do it with the cover shut. Okay. Open the vertical position. Now we need to place the rod into the ball studs on each side. Okay, back some. Oh, that was easy. Push the button, it slops right on. This is very straightforward from here on out. So you push this up to release that. It snaps in there. Push that up to release. Push it up to release. There it goes. It's new, it's tight. And each section has latches that latch in as you close it. And there it is. installed. Oops, this is also caught under that, but I'll get that in a second. Very cool. All right, this looks fantastic. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Fit and finish looks really nice. Seems to be pretty sturdy. I'm happy. Looks wonderful. Thank you, Rough Country, for a really nice bed cover.